What are some things you need to look out for when choosing a male partner? Those things that you need to check very, very carefully before choosing a male partner. From that male, you must look at their nature of work. There is no need trying to act as if money is not everything, money is not love. We are not talking about looking at a partner to date. We are talking about looking at a partner to get married to. You must look at the nature of their work, the way they are able to represent when it comes to their working ethics. Is this person hardworking? What is the nature of his work? Can he sustain himself? If I come to the background, can this person really sustain me? If kids choose to come around, can this person really take care of me and the kids? There's no need trying to act as if all those things are not necessary. If there is no money, there can always be love. My brother, my sister, love is not enough. If actually love is enough, everybody will just fall in love and stop being hungry. You look at the maturity of the person. As a man, it's nice and good for a man to be mature mentally, spiritually, and pocket wise. These are the things needed for you to respect him without questioning. A woman is ready to respect you as long as you're a man. But when those character, such as not having enough cash, not being able to provide enough, comes in, you see the respect begins to drop, begins to reduce. That is how it works naturally. The other day we were having a conversation. If actually can a lady love you without money? Some ladies were saying yes, totally. They can love you without money. They don't need your money to love you. But in reality, that is not the case. They don't need your money to love you, but they need your money to survive. If not, you will find yourself being a man and a woman at the same time. I'm telling you, this is not a matter of um, you should be respectful. There are works meant for men and there are work meant for women. Women have strength, women have energy more than men, but men have power more than women. A woman can be at home, she'll be mopping, she'll be cooking, she'll be washing, and she'll be taking care of the kids with little or no stress and with ease. But a man cannot confidently do that. So when they say there is a work meant for men, there are work meant for women, it's not that the person saying it is trying to divide the home, but they are work that a man can easily and confidently do without stress, and there are work that women can confidently and easily do without stress. Just like backing a baby. Whose work is it to back a baby? Naturally, it's the lady. The lady's work is to back a baby. Why? Because she can confidently and easily do it. She has the curve to do that. But men don't have that curve to do that. So you as a man doing that work will be stressful to you even if you are doing it. So if you don't have quality cash at hand as a man, you might definitely lose your respect, because those work that will stress you is what you will do. Those work that will make you get angered easily is what you will do. And you as a lady, you wouldn't want your husband to be in such shoes. That is why you have to do your findings properly to know if he has the cash, he has the financial energy to take care of you with what you can bear in order to respect him as the head before you go into marriage. You don't do it because you love him. You are doing it because you love good things. Because if you didn't check all those things, if you choose to ignore all those things, to know if he's hardworking or he's lazy, to know if he can provide or he can't provide. You see, when it starts, when you go into the marriage and you're hardworking as a lady, and your husband hardly works, and you provide more, then you come back home every now and then and still do the work at home, it will be depressing to you. Naturally, as a natural human being, you're bound to have anger issues and get angry on certain things that are not supposed to, simply because you are being stressed out. And for that reason, you would want to apportion work to your husband, in other words, demeaning him, bringing him down as the head. And you wouldn't want that for yourself, and you wouldn't want guilt upon your heart. That is why you have to make your findings and make sure that what you are doing and what you are about to do is proper for you and your kids and your husband, so that it would not be a setback for the family in the long run. That is one thing you need to check out for. Another thing you need to check out for that is very, very important is their emotional maturity. Emotional maturity. There are sometimes men always want to, start up a relation, but ladies are not always in that mode. I don't know how it was created, how natural is that, but that is how it has often been. So it comes to a family issue that what's actually the problem is sex, sex, sex. And it does not always come from the ladies, it's always coming from the men. That is because it is their nature. If he's not demanding, it's a problem. That is why ladies can go as far as asking huge amount of money. That is why you find out in the streets there are a lot of them waiting for you to come and meet them. It's difficult for you to see a street built with guys who are prostitutes standing on the street. Street where men are whores is always very, very difficult. But it's common with ladies. Reason because men have that urge more than ladies. Now, if it happens to be like this, and you as a lady, you're not in the mood for such, and it happened to be that he is in the mood for it, then you rejected it. Does your man have the willpower, the tenacity? Does he have the strength? Does he have the emotional balance to say, okay, since this is what you want, with the reason that you gave me, all right, till some other time. You knowing that everything will be fine. But you find out that some men will not take no for answer. Instead, they will go outside. That is not maturity on their part. As long as it is not frequent from you as a lady. It becomes a problem when it becomes frequent. When you don't initiate the call, when you don't think much about him, that's when it becomes a problem. But being a one-time thing, and because of that, it becomes a very big issue. That's where maturity comes into play. You wouldn't want to deal with a marriage where you keep treating infection. You wouldn't want to be in a marriage where you keep praying for another month, or days to come where you'll be free from your infection. Spending money unnecessarily from hospital to hospital simply because your partner keep going outside. That's not emotional maturity. So this is another aspect you need to look out for when choosing your male spouse. Men don't have much issues, but these ones must be very, very paramount before you settle down with him.